Random Lake is a small town of approximately 1,600 residents located in southwestern Sheboygan County, Wisconsin. It has many wonderful amenities, from its beautiful 209-acre lake to its parks to its public library. What it doesn't have is a bustling business district. The continuing struggle of mom-and-pop businesses to survive in the small-town climate and the lack of local support has created a downtown that is currently unable to sustain a healthy and economically viable business district. "3D Design Studio's conceptual redevelopment plan has three major design components. The first design component is to transform the railroad tracks that currently divide the town both physically and psychologically into a paved bicycle and walking path similar to neighboring communities. The second design component is to reroute Highway K to run parallel to the former railroad tracks and to merge directly into Carroll Street. Subsequently, Butler Street is transformed into a cul-de-sac. The third design component is to provide new streetscaping of Carroll Street, featuring crosswalk bump-outs, new areas for trees, buried power lines, stamped concrete crosswalks, and pedestrian-scale street lighting. Let's look at these design strategies in more detail. The removal of the railroad tracks and addition of a paved walking and bicycle path provides a means to bring more pedestrian traffic into and out of the struggling downtown business district. Moreover, a bicycle path that is safe from vehicular traffic with convenient access to the lake and the business district will provide a direct link to both assets. The addition of a bicycle path that is narrower than the existing railroad tracks allows Highway K to be rerouted to run parallel to the bicycle path and to flow directly into Carroll Street. The current configuration of Highway K merging into the primarily residential Butler Street is not only confusing to visitors, but is counterproductive in getting vehicle traffic into the business district. Currently, out-of-town visitors come to Random Lake to use the lake via Hickory Drive, and they use the same route to leave. They are not enticed to travel downtown. This new layout offers both visual and physical connection to the downtown business district before turning onto Hickory Drive to access the lake. Another advantage of this design is that large vehicle traffic would have a direct route to their destination without traveling through any residential areas. To complement this change, better signage could be implemented at the intersection of Highway 57 and Highway K to direct unfamiliar visitors into the downtown business district via this most direct route. The existing entrances into Random Lake are either inconvenient to get to the business district, or they are unattractive, or both. The modification of Butler Street into a cul-de-sac also helps to retain the residential feel of the street by reducing vehicular traffic. Carroll Street and the rerouted Highway K are lined with new pedestrian-scale, old-world street lighting and alternating maple trees. The removal of the railroad tracks also allows new area for landscaping to help screen the necessary but unsightly co-op buildings. All of the crosswalks along Carroll Street from 1st Street to 3rd Street are widened and constructed of stamped concrete to look like old-world pavers that act as speed bumps to help control vehicle speeds. Crosswalk bump-outs are utilized at key intersections to make pedestrian routes safer by reducing the distance required to cross these streets. These bump-outs also move the parking spaces along Carroll Street away from the intersections to give cross-traffic greater visibility and ease of crossing. The lack of vegetation in the existing downtown is obvious and psychologically depressing, so additional bump outs are used to add maple trees with custom Random Lake logo tree grates and park benches. These bump outs could also be utilized in winter to store accumulated snowfall. The design components mentioned previously promote a visual continuity and pedestrian accessibility throughout the entire downtown. The existing business district has many standalone cornerstone buildings, such as Wilkes Furniture, Burmish Variety Store, Classic Touch Salon, the Homefront, the Sounder, Booze Inn Sports Bar, and Dagnet's Hardware Store, but there is not a cohesive connection between them. Random Lake is in the unique position of having a substantial portion of the business district that is underdeveloped with existing empty lots and commercial buildings in disrepair, and at the same time with the opportunity to transform the entire feel of the town if the redevelopment is proactively directed by a well-thought-out master plan. The following are 3 different building designs as examples of conceptual developments that would transform the business district. The first building is located on the southeast side of the intersection of Highway K and 1st Street. This is a new lot created by the relocation of Highway K and by removing the existing apartment building and 2 co-op storage buildings. It is designed to look like row housing with ground-level commercial spaces. It has 7 retail spaces of 1,200 square feet each and 7 second-floor condo or apartment units of 1,500 square feet each, plus a private 160 square foot terrace deck for each unit. The street-level facade is brick with aluminum-colored storefront and canvas awnings that help reduce the visual size of the building to a pedestrian scale. The far southern commercial space has an outdoor seating area perfect for a coffee shop. Some of the other retail tenant possibilities for this development are a billiard hall, an ice cream shop, and a music store. The second building is located at the northeast side of the intersection of Carroll Street and 1st Street. This is the existing empty lot that once housed the Ernie von Schledorn automobile dealership. It is designed as a 2-story brick and stone commercial building with 3,600 square feet each level. Recognizing the #1 wish of area residents based on the community survey, the ground floor could be utilized as a small grocery store with 11 off-street parking spaces, including 2 handicap spaces. The parking lot is surrounded by a stone wall to help screen it from pedestrians and nearby residences. The second floor could be utilized as office space with its own private entrance off of Carroll Street. The third building is located at the northwest side of the intersection of Carroll Street and 1st Street. This is the lot that currently houses the laundromat, Video City, 2 vacant storefronts, and the former office of Dr. Michael Kavanaugh. It is designed to look like old brick storefront shops with a modern condo building built on top. There are a total of 8 commercial spaces. 6 are 1,350 square feet and 2 are 600 square feet, with the southernmost space having an outdoor seating area. There are 7 condo units of 1,600 square feet each, plus a 130 square foot private terrace deck for each unit. The condo street-level entrance is on the south end under a steel and glass canopy. The condo units are clad in 2 colors of aluminum panels, and the commercial spaces are clad in varying colors of brick to give the illusion that they were built at different times. The condos also have private, underground, off-street parking that is accessed from 2nd Street. Some of the retail tenant possibilities for this development are a laundromat, a wine bar, a deli, a fitness club, and a boating and fishing store. The Village of Random Lake Comprehensive Plan Vision Statement is as follows, quote, "We envision Random Lake as a moderately growing village surrounded by mixed agricultural residential area. Random Lake residents value a friendly small-town atmosphere. We consider the lake to be a great asset and we care about community appearance. Partnering with surrounding communities when beneficial, the village will continue to provide quality basic services to a mix of residences, businesses, and acceptable industries," end quote. 3D Design Studio's conceptual plan vision statement is as follows, quote, "It is imperative that the Village of Random Lake take an aggressive approach to attract new businesses as well as a broadened customer base to a redesigned, cohesive, and aesthetically pleasing business district to ensure future growth and economic viability," end quote.